So Rick, if someone was going to buy a vintage guitar, can you give them 3 tips on what they should look out for when buying vintage?
Sure. Age-old thing is always cleanliness and originality. Always try and go for something that's, as I say, I would rather buy something that's been worn a bit and original than something that has been restored or repainted or refinished or rewired. So always go for as best you can get for your budget.
Yeah.
An original finished guitar. And secondly, I would say if it's an electric guitar, you have to check that all the electrics are working. So the components, the pickups, the pots, everything are all dated. So what you want to do is try and find something that's got the most original parts on it still to go with the originality of the finish. The last point would be structural engineering of it. So you have a truss rod in an electric guitar neck or a semi-acoustic. Make sure that that's working, because sometimes truss rods can get to the end of their play and there's no adjustment in it, and then the neck can twist. And we did actually have a very beautiful 1959 Les Paul, you know, the absolute bells and whistles, the one that everybody wants. But there was no adjustment in the neck, and it was a real concern to the guy who was thinking of buying it. And I had to agree with him and said, if this thing starts to move, you've got nowhere to go. I mean, then you're talking about rebuilding 59 Les Pauls, and that's a very expensive procedure. So really it's the structural integrity of it, the electrics, if it's an electric guitar you're buying, and the originality of it. So always get, if you buy something that's good, clean, and original, it will always stand you well when you eventually come to sell it. So
Okay.
top 3 tips, really.
Thank you. Great.